Hello, it's the 7th of April. I'm talking to you, to this camera again, because I want to, I guess. I don't know. There's things about the past that we can't ever address, right? And I find that to be rather hard on me, because I guess I don't know whether or not it's okay to feel things that I'm feeling, or things that I've felt, or reactions to certain things in the past, just in general. I'm sorry, anyway, or, just, I don't know, like, for example, I guess I was thinking about my last relationship, and, I definitely know that I was manipulated and gaslit and just generally not treated nice. But at the same time, I guess part of me still feels like I was irrational. It definitely was certainly irrational sometimes, but then it's like there comes up another crop of questioning where it's like, is that just an equal and opposite reaction to like what I was receiving from that other person, or is that me? And if that is me, how do I forgive myself while also not being too lenient on the other person? That's something that's very hard for me to deal with. I just played Silent Hill 2, and a lot of its themes are about addressing guilt and overcoming, I guess, things, specters of the past, things that haunt you, overcoming trauma, things that linger in your soul or whatever, and I feel like this is something, that kind of really tears at me, and feelings of inferiority that I have, I guess. Something that was very hard on me was that my last girlfriend, she left me for this older guy. His name, well, I guess I won't say his name, but he was like 30 years old, and she was like 18. And it even happened a few times, I'd try to be like, please don't leave me, we could get back together, let's get back together, or whatever. And then she would for like a day, and then she'd go back to him. But we'd still stay in contact, and it was very hard on me. And, that was hard enough. But then, well, we were apart for 2 months, and she was basically with him the entire time. Not in a romantic relationship, but he was the most prominent man in her life at the time. And eventually he ended up sexually assaulting her, which I don't think she realized at the time that that's what happened, but it's very clear to me that that is what happened. But it was very difficult for me because I had to be there for her while still dealing with the hurt of having been rejected by by a man like that, or rejected for a man like that. And I tried my hardest to be there for her, while trying my hardest to set aside my feelings. And any time my feelings came up, it became a problem, and she wanted to not address them. And I guess this thought that I've been struggling with is like, if she was preyed on and has been multiple times in her life, and those are the people who have dominion over her, the thought sometimes comes to me where it's like, maybe I should be one like those men, or like one of those men. Or how different would things be if I was, 10, 20 years older than her and could have used her. I guess I could have won out too, And I don't say this to blame her at all. It's a very irrational thought. And it shouldn't be like that, but that's a great battle that I've been having in myself internally, is staying true to my ideals and what I know is right or wrong, while grappling with the fact that what was wrong, I guess, is sort of what took her away from me. And if what was wrong is something that could have brought her back to me, then that's like or could secure anyone in my life, someone in my life, then that's also something that really, really nags at me, and something I don't know how to deal with, I guess, I don't know. So I don't think that I want to, or rather I know that I don't want to reignite a romantic relationship with that person, but I still miss aspects of them, and I still miss what I perceived as actual love and actual affection, where maybe there was really none, where there was likely really none, but I still miss that, I guess, because it's like the one time I had it, or even if it was illusory, and it nags at me very hard. It's very hard to cope with, I guess, because I know it wasn't good. But I'm lonely, I guess, and so it's very easy to reminisce. Like that Vampire Weekend song, right? Taxi Cab, nostalgic for garbage, It's just hard to move on. And I guess the reason I brought up Sunderland too is I feel like James Sunderland, There's these things that I have to let go of, and I have to kill, and cast off from my subconscious to be able to move on and live my life. But those things are monsters that are really ripped and have like a sword or a spear and the pyramid on their head. So it's difficult. By the way, not that anybody cares, but I don't make videos terribly often, but when I do, it's usually when I'm feeling sad or whatever. I'm not sad all the time. It's just I talk, or I make these videos when I'm sad, because I feel like I need to talk it out, or get it out there. But, well, so long. Peace and love, and sayonara.